Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Pretty Sexy Driver, the brand, aka Stunner Assess, and y'all, we are here for another review of The Girls Club over on the Tronics Network. And baby, we on episode 4, Surviving the Night. And baby, the girls are in here and they are flustered and still mad. Baby, Miss Crystal is still going on and baby, things is getting hot, but we did get to meet the last girl into the girls club, which was Miss Elena. And you know, she is a makeup podcaster, adult film star, um, just another trans girl next door. And baby, when I say things are getting heated, the girls are outside. They have separated Crystal from the rest of the girls. And baby, the girls are trying to have the discussion of if Crystal should stay or go, or what should they do. And it's just like a lot of madness and chaos happening. But Sydney has, like I said, she has all the girls outside and they're sitting. And you know, the girls are being very vocal about how they feel about how Crystal is acting inside of the house, just towards them in the environment that Sydney has invited them to. And you know, Shauna is being very, very vocal. Also, shout out to the Shauna Brooks. She put up a post this week and I commented up under it and she liked it. And she said something that I feel like a lot of girls have to deal with on the dating website, but we're not here for that. But yes, so we get back and like I said, into the show, and like I said, Shauna and the girls are sitting outside around the table, and Shauna is just trying to figure out, like, can they have a conversation with Crystal? Is there some way that they can talk to Crystal without all of the aggression and all of the hostility and without all of the violence and the woo rah rah? Because what Shauna is saying is true, and I agree with what Shauna is saying, which is you're sitting around a bunch of trans women telling them that they're not women, that they are past gender they no longer identify with. And just because you identify that way and feel that way, don't mean you should put that on everyone else. And then you should not be mad with everyone because they're not in agreement with what you're saying and how you're liking the world to perceive you. And you know, I don't blame Shauna for speaking out and being vocal. And also Miss Tiffany, she said, you know what, they don't want to put Crystal out on the street. And Sydney made a very good point, which is, you know, yeah, we're not gonna put her out on the street because there are some trans individuals who family do not accept them and do not allow them to transition in their home or force them to try to transition, or they only allow them to be themselves outside of their homes, but they can't be themselves inside of their homes. And I think Sydney made a very good point of saying that no, they're not going to kick her out, but they may just have her go to like a hotel and not stay with the rest of the girls for tonight because everything has just been going up since she came in the house. And you know, Miss Shauna, you said something I'm not gonna comment on, but when Sydney made a face at the table, I was just like, girl, what? Ooh, got, because I was gagging too, but I ain't got no comment on that. I ain't got no remarks. I'm just, ooh, girl, what's the tea? And so then we go back inside of the house after the ladies do a round table hug, and we are now walking through the house, and it's just the girls are having a good time. The girls are twerking, they're dancing, laughing, and then all of a sudden we go upstairs and we see Crystal again, and now Crystal has a issue with the new girl Elena having security, which the security guard was provided to be around the house and to be in the house. But Elena noticed there was this one particular security guard that every time she went somewhere or moved somewhere, he was on her, he was with her. And Crystal is offended, and I also can understand where Crystal defensiveness is coming from, because Elena appears one way, and when you're a black trans girl, you don't always get that same type of passive privilege. And I feel like because everything is already high, like the emotions are already high within inside the house, Crystal is just slowly just unwinding. And I think there are a lot of things that she's saying that are cultural, for the culture, that are appropriate, that may not actually align in this situation, but her vocalness is not being received, because it's very strong, it's very abrasive. And as a person that comes to learn, when you are trying to express yourself to someone, emotion is not sometimes always the best way to lead expressing the difference between your life and the life of another person that may have done the same thing that you did, but did not have to go through the same journey. And everyone is just standing around looking at Crystal. Maddie is standing behind. Elena is having her drink, baby. And Crystal is just laying it out for the people. She is putting it out. She's putting it out. She is bullet board, bullet point, point of bullet, bullet mark. And when I say bullet mark, I mean, like, you know how they give those bullet points on paper. That's what I mean when I say bullet points. But Miss Crystal, like I said, I understand where she's coming from, and I think what her point is, it just doesn't tie into this very moment. But like I said, I know she's speaking about real life situations, and she's explaining to Elena that it's nothing personal against her. It's just she's not understanding. Girl, why you got security? Ain't nobody else got security. Ain't nobody else that had security all night, girl. We right here and tussling and bustling. And so then, y'all, the man of the hour, who the ladies have been waiting to meet and see, it is Mr. Ray J himself, the creator of the Tronics app and the executive producer with Sydney Star of the Girls Club. He has arrived up to the house, and of course, y'all know Mr. Ray J has arrived in style, all black truck, all black head to toe, and he is outside talking to Sydney, trying to figure out what's going on inside the house, what's happening. And Sydney said, "Baby, it's going down. A lot of stuff is going on. A lot of the girls have already been into fights. We got issues still not being able to calm down." And she's telling Ray J about Crystal, about how Crystal got into a fight with Dime, and then also how she hit her, and how she's just been very vocal being in the house. And it's a lot, and Sydney's trying to break it down to Ray that it's layered. It's layered to it, but she did want him to come in and meet the girls, but she wants everybody to like calm down. She just wants everybody to calm down. She wants everybody to calm down, and baby, it's just like, wait, what? And Ray's trying to get like an understanding about what's going on, what's happening. What is there so many moving parts and pieces? And then Ray lets a little secret about the bag that somebody on his team has, their eyes out on Elena in the girls' club. And Sydney explains that, she can see why Elena may be getting all of this heat just coming in the house because she is a particular type of trans woman. She walks a particular type of lifestyle as a trans woman that a lot of other trans women may not be able to enjoy, endure, or, have. And wow, Sydney's still outside, talking to Ray. She's just giving this little rundown in the interview. But then we get back to a scene on the side of the house. And baby, we get Big Mama Don, Akasha Bentley, telling the girls she's Big Mama. She run the house. She don't care nothing about how no other hoe feel. And Akasha is from Florida. So baby, and if you know anybody from Florida, understand they give zero. When I say zero, I mean zero about it's up when it's up, okay? And they're going back in the house, and we seem to be having something going down inside the house, and the camera crew is running, and baby, they are going. And they're trying to get all the girls downstairs so they can meet with Ray and they can, talk. And baby, it's a lot. And we get an interview from Crystal. And just like I said, she's explaining about the difference between the treatment of certain particular trans women, how trans women are treated, depending on what part of the globe or atmosphere they're in or who is around. And Sydney comes in and she says, before you do all that, Crystal, please remember there were some girls attacked last year, and actually it's been 2 years now, they were attacked in Los Angeles, California, walking on Hollywood Strip. They were trans. One was of Elena's persuasion, and one was of Latino descent, and one was African American, and they were the only two that were attacked. And so Sydney's just basically telling Crystal before she calls out Elena for privilege or whatever, just be sure to understand that there was a trans woman that is the same complexion as Elena that was physically attacked 2 years prior to this in the same state that they are currently in. And Ray J is just confused because he's like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? But the girls are going downstairs. Crystal and Elena hugs, and baby, they are finna get ready to sit down with Mr. Ray J, baby, and the girls are ready, and Ray J is coming in and he is clapping his hands and he is ready. He said, come on. He's like, come on, this is the girls club. This is the girls club. Like, look at the... So Ray is talking to the ladies and he is just letting them know, he thanks them for giving the Tronics network, a chance, and actually allowing them to be the first wave of transgender women to make a name and be just shown on a public platform. And he's just very, very sincere with the ladies. And then things start to get heated and go left. Because Crystal once again speaks out about things that are going on around the house and what is happening amongst the ladies. And then Shauna just asks her, hey, can we stop all the aggression? Can we stop all this? Can we just talk about it? And the next thing you know, Crystal throws a drink on Shauna mid-scene, like mid of them talking and discussing. And Shauna's like, why are you so aggressive? And Crystal's like, you have to be aggressive when you're trying to get your point across and you're trying to speak out. Yes, in certain situations, I will say, yes, you do have to be very vocal. But I just feel like in this situation, it's not cause for, because guess what? All of you all are trans women sharing a different experience, but the same experience in different stages of life. And the girls are actually, you can just tell they're actually really just getting fed up with Crystal. They're tired. And baby, it is getting zesty up in there, okay? So then you see Akasha, aka Big Mama Dunn, push her purse back, and she filled her cup with something to drink and threw it at Crystal, and baby, it hit Crystal, it hit Madison the doll, and Madison's like, what is going on? And then the next thing you know, baby, Social Barbie and Keish come. Baby, Social runs and just start popping Crystal from the side. And then the next thing you know, Keish walks around on the other side and she pops Crystal side the head. And Crystal said the girls are trying to jump her. And Ray J is in shock, but also like, wait a minute. Wait, that happened really fast. I was just in here talking to the ladies, and now this is going on. So we get Ray J leaving out of the house, and Ray J is gone, baby. Ray J said, that ain't got nothing to do with him. He got to go. And Akasha said in her interview, she was like, they just got tired of Crystal's mouth, and she needs to know what's up. And baby, Social Barbie and Akasha they just went in. They just went ham. They just let loose. Okay, that's all I can say. That's all I seen. I saw. Baby, it was just a wow and a wow. Okay. And the girls are like, she's giving boys, she's not giving girls. She needs to get up out the house. She's not no girl. And I'm just like, oh, Crystal. But, Sydney walks out and she's telling Crystal that, she's sending her to a hotel, that she's not, kicking her off the show, that she can come back, but tonight she gotta go to a hotel because it's just been a lot of drama. It's just been like a lot unfolding. She said, even though you hit me, I'm still gonna let you come back. And gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Sydney stood on business. Sydney was like, okay, girl, yeah, you might have hit me or whatever, but I'm gonna let you come back on this show because I feel like you got more to give to the world besides just this. And I can respect that. So then we move to the ladies sitting downstairs and just talking about everything that happened and that went on and how they're feeling about the night. And then the next thing you know, we get Naughty, Dime, and Carmen. So after the fight and everything breaks out and everything is now over, they have sent Crystal to her hotel and the ladies are in celebration and are sitting downstairs and they're talking and, celebrating. And then everybody noticed that Ray J is gone. Baby, Ray J had been heated, but the ladies had just now noticed. And so while they're sitting downstairs talking, the Cleveland girls, which is Carmen, Dime, and Naughty, they break away and they go upstairs and they're already looking for their rooms. Baby, they was like, baby, where my room? Let me see my room. Let me see what my room gonna be giving, what the room's gonna be giving. And you know, they walked around, they looked at the room, they seen the balcony, and they were just like, okay. They pretty much was giving like, all right. They made their remarks, their comments. They even said the bed was hard and that it was a blow-up mattress and that the pillows had stains on them. And they was like, baby, what is this? What is this? And so while the ladies were sitting upstairs, Naughty asked Dime, like what made her fight Crystal? And she was like, do you think it was Crystal coming in the house being shady or like what it was? And Dime said because this is the girls club, and she said Crystal said to herself she's not a girl, she's a man. And you know, she's like, I'm just gonna stand on business. It's pretty much what it gave to me in her response. Like, pretty much, I was gonna stand on business when nobody finishes coming here and do whatever. So we leave from there and we go back downstairs. And Sydney was like, y'all, we gotta go find our rooms, gotta go get our rooms, gotta figure out our rooms. And then she noticed that the girls are missing in social tells Sydney that, yeah, the other girls been left. They went upstairs. And Sydney's like, look at them, the one that got a room. And she was like, I really was just gonna let y'all pick y'all own room. She's like, y'all can go upstairs and choose whichever room y'all like. And the ladies go upstairs and they are looking at rooms. But of course, the girls are twerking. The girls are just inspecting the rooms. They're looking in the closets. They're walking around and deciding, you know, which rooms they're going to share and be in with one another. And Shauna said she's chose her room, baby. Okay. Shauna said, baby, she knew which room was hers, which room she was definitely giving her vibe. And then we go to Social, Tiffany, and Maddie the doll. And if y'all know, Social and Maddie are rappers. And so the girls are in the room kicking. And then we cut to Shauna and Elena eating cookies. And to close out on the girls club, we go from that scene into the next scene, and it is Social, Barbie, Tiffany, and Madison the doll. They're in the room and they are rapping, chilling, cutting up, kicking with one another. All the other girls are just throughout the rest of the house, and you know, they are freestyling. Social Barbie spin her bars, Madison the doll is spinning her bars, and you know, they're just in the room having a good time, kicking. And then we jump into what is going to happen next week over here on the Tronics Network on the Girls Club, which the ladies are going to have a tea party, and Crystal is coming back to the house, and the ladies are going to spill some tea about like one another and like whatever issues they may have with inside the house or amongst one another. And I think it's going to be very interesting because we are going to see from what it looks like from the preview clips that the girls are fin to let one another have it. No one is fin to not speak their truth and speak their voice. And of course, y'all already know Crystal is coming in, baby, with the looks. She's got blacked out. She got her eyes blacked out. She's got like a choker like substance around her neck. Baby, it is finna give very much so. The girls are finna give it up on the Girls Club over here on the Tronics Network. And honestly, I'm really enjoying the Girls Club. If you have the Tronics app, let me know. Write down in the comments. Tell me what you think about this past Monday episode of the Girls Club, episode 4, Surviving the Night. Baby, and make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that y'all track the Tronics network over on all my social media platforms, and let them know that your girl Stoner_Sexton, aka Pretty 6 Yard Brand, is tapped in, tuned in. And if there's season 2 of the Girls Club, you know, your girl wanna audition, your girl wanna see what's giving up, but the coin gotta be right, the room's gotta be lovely. But anyway, it's me, girl, Pretty 6 Yard Brand, aka Stoner_Sexton. Until next time, you guys, y'all be blessed and much love. She out.